Do you feel like most men you know, or maybe even you yourself, are just done with the dating scene? Have you ever wondered why that might be? In this video, we're going to give you some insight into the reasons behind this shift. So whether you're a man deciding if dating is still worth it, or someone wondering if it's worth continuing a relationship with a man who feels this way, you'll have a better understanding. Let's get started. Reason number 1. Emotional and financial readiness. The first thing on our list of why a lot of men feel like they're done with dating is that being alone feels easier than dealing with the stress that comes with dating, especially if they're not doing well emotionally or don't feel stable with money. Going on dates that don't work out over and over again can make it feel like there's no point in trying anymore. For example, some guys try dating for a while, but after a few bad experiences, like being ghosted, feeling judged for not having a high-paying job, or feeling like they have to prove themselves every time, they just stop. After a while, it starts to feel more peaceful to stay out of it than to keep getting let down. Reason number 2, dating app anxiety. Another reason is the constant pressure that comes from dating apps. Since there's always someone new just to swipe away, it creates anxiety and makes some men feel like they're never enough. Even if they're in a relationship, they might start feeling insecure, wondering if their partner is also looking for someone better or more exciting. Let's say a guy might be dating someone he really likes, but then sees her still active on dating apps or constantly getting attention online. That can make him feel like he has to compete just to keep her interested, which leads to stress and doubt. After a while, he might decide it's easier to step back from dating altogether. Reason number 3, time and effort. The third reason some men step away from dating is because of the time and effort it takes. Between work, personal goals, and other responsibilities, dating can start to feel like a full-time job. Messaging back and forth, planning meetups, going on dates. It all takes energy. And when it doesn't lead anywhere, it feels like a waste. For example, a guy might spend hours texting someone, setting up a nice date, and making sure everything goes well, only for it to fizzle out after 1 or 2 meetups. After going through that a few times, it's easy to feel drained and wonder if all the effort is even worth it. Reason number 4, cultural movement against men. Let's also add the growing feeling that there's a cultural movement against men. Some men feel like they're constantly being judged or criticized just for being themselves. They worry that anything they say or do could be taken the wrong way, so they start to feel like it's safer to just avoid dating altogether. For example, a man might go on a date and feel like he's walking on eggshells, afraid to speak his mind or even pay a compliment without it being misunderstood. After a few experiences like that, he may start to think it's not worth the risk or stress anymore. Reason number 5, self-improvement focus. Also, some men are choosing to focus on self-improvement instead of dating. They feel like they need to work on themselves first, whether it's their health, career, mental state, or finances, before getting into a relationship. For them, dating can be a distraction or even a setback while they're trying to build a better life. For example, a guy might be hitting the gym regularly, working extra hours to save money, or going back to school to get ahead. He might think, why start dating now when I'm not where I want to be yet? In this mindset, dating takes a back seat until he feels truly ready. Now, a moment of realization for both men and women who are watching and following this list. If you're a man who feels like you're truly done with dating and you connected with the reasons we mentioned, then there's no judgment. If stepping away from dating has brought you peace or helped you focus on what really matters in your life, that's valid. Dating isn't for everyone, and it doesn't always have to be the goal, especially if it's no longer helping you grow mentally, emotionally, or even physically. And for the women watching, if you notice the man you like is slowly pulling away, and you think one of these reasons might be behind it, our advice is to respect where he's at. Let him know you understand and create space for an open and honest conversation. Sometimes, just showing that you're willing to listen without pressure can make a huge difference. If you find this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe so we can guide you on the next one.